Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today I'm going to show you how to make feather lashes. And it's going to be in very hip this coming Halloween. And if you want to learn how to make one, just keep watching.
B la pa pa da pee sabadoo loo doo boo sabadoo la doodly doodla diddly la la baby shoobadoop shabadoop shoobadoop dap da da dee da shoobadoop shabadoop.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So these are the materials you're going to need. You're going to need a bag of feathers. Now you can get these at a craft store like Michael's, and they come in different colors and patterns. I like decorating my feather lashes with some Austrian crystal rhinestones. You're going to need a pair of scissors. And this is just a small jar wrapped in aluminum foil. And we're going to need some nail glue. This is Bondini. You're going to use a wooden toothpick, and then of course some eyelashes. Now there's a variety of different kinds, like this one. This is a fancy one from Halloween last year for $1.99. Or you can use some new ones or some old ones that are still in good shape. And that's all you're going to need. Okay, now let me show you how to cut a feather. Now in a feather there's a hard quill, which is the center bone that runs all the way in the middle of a feather. Okay, we're going to use the tip because it's softer, and we're just going to cut about an inch and a half using our nail scissors from the tip. And make sure you just cut the quill, just like that, which is the middle part. Okay? Now, if you cut it like that, then you'll get the snake tongue effect on the rest of the feathers. Now we're going to strip the feathers off of the quill about half an inch, just like that. So we get a half-inch quill left, just like that. And we're going to do both sides. So just make sure it's even with the top side, just like that. So now you should have just a quill, just like so, and it should look like a miniature feather, just like that. Okay, now you need to make two of these, so one longer than the other. And here's another way of trimming a feather. So this one we're just going to cut about an inch, and again just cut the quill and strip the individual feathers off of the quill, just like so, and just run your fingers to rearrange the remaining feathers, just like so. And this one should look like a snake tongue, and that's what happens if you just cut the quill and not bluntly cut the rest of the feathers, just like that. So now those are two different ways of trimming your feather. Now, let me show you how to curl them. Just run your nail on the quill, just like that, and it should naturally curl, just like so. Alright? Now, just go ahead and do that with the rest of your feather pieces that you're going to use. Alright, now we're ready to add that onto our eyelashes. Now, I chose a thick, dramatic eyelash, just like this one, and using some of the glue, I'm just going to put a drop of that right into my jar that's covered in aluminum foil. And this is nail glue, so it dries really fast. And we're going to start with the longest feather, and we're just going to dip the end tip of the quill right into our glue, and then just place that right in the end tip of the lashes. Now the end tip of the lashes should have the longer hairs. Alright, so just put that in place, put a little bit of pressure on it, and just wait until the glue gets tacky and it sticks, just like so. And just be careful, because this is nail glue, it can bond your skin. Now using our wooden toothpick, we're just going to dip that right into our glue, and we're just going to put some more glue on top of the quill, and that's going to reinforce it and seal it as well. So just put a first coat or a second coat, just to make sure that the feather is securely attached to the eyelash. And just make sure that it's attached to the band of the eyelash, just like so. Alright. And just position and place it depending on the design you wanted. And once it dries, just go ahead and apply the rest of the feathers. Alright, once all the feathers are in place, glued in and dried, we're just going to add some more zhuzh to it. And like I said, I like using some little rhinestones. And we're just going to use a tweezer, pick up a small rhinestone and dip it in our glue, just like so. And I'm just going to place that on top of the feather quill to cover that a little bit, and also to add a little bit more oomph to our feather lashes. Now, crystal rhinestones sometimes gives a fight, you know, with if you glue it to the lashes. So just be patient and just make sure that it's in place, and once it dries, it's not going to budge or move. Just like so. And now we have feathers and a rhinestone in our lashes. And just let that dry. And here's what it looks like side by side with the feathers and the rhinestones. And it's going to definitely save you a lot of money. These can run $15 to $25, and I just made this for just a little over $3. And there you have it.